What is up, everybody? My name's John. Welcome to Jonkathon, and this is the Vapid Minivan. So, as usual, we completely deck this thing out in this series where I mod cars in GTA 5, usually common traffic. And as you'd expect, we're getting a new paint job, upgraded transmission, better suspension, as in low as it can get. And, of course, turbocharging this puppy. I mean, just about anything, engine power, armor. We max it all out and put it through its paces. And this pink minivan thing with matching underglow, essentially a Dodge Grand Caravan, if you know a ball like that. Shit, man, this thing is peak, and it's rather nice on the inside here too, although I'm a little bewildered by the lack of a third row. What minivan doesn't have a third row? I really don't know, but who knows, who cares? It doesn't matter, because we're off to the races. And right off the bat, handling could be a lot worse. I was very content with this little move, this little thingy I did there. Anyway, acceleration is not good. We're talking a little shy of 8 seconds to get up to 60 miles an hour from a standstill, which is just not great. However, once you get going, you get going. This thing can get weirdly fast. Again, this is completely upgraded. Every upgrade imaginable at Los Santos Customs has been done, right? I mean, it is completely decked out. You're not going to find a faster Vapid minivan than this Vapid minivan. And at nearly 100 miles an hour, it was great at running those guys over. It's okay. They were just part of, the process. Now you know that it is a vehicle capable of manslaughter. Who knew? Anyway, I decided to incur the wrath of the police because I'm just a fool like that. But I like to think that it just adds some spice to my life because I'm already putting this car through tests. Why not have some angry assailants? Anyway, I decided to go to the hills and flee them, and while this didn't prove to be an effective measure, the good intentions were there. Anyway, I continued to fumble around and absolutely decimate this poor Vapid minivan, but it's okay because it's still looking pretty, and it managed to escape the cops. So even with its lackluster acceleration, and now the lack of a rear bumper, thanks guys, this thing still manages to serve a practical purpose, even if it won't be the fastest or flashiest. But, point A to point B type deal, right? And now it doesn't have a hood or a front grille, but you know what? Those are honestly first world problems, right? We don't need that. There are people who would kill for this ride as it is, right? And I mean, I know I would. I mean, this could be like a kid's first car, Point is, this thing will shave off every part imaginable, including the rear door. Yes, that's right. Now it's a truck, guys. This is crazy. I am so excited to announce that this thing is infinitely more stylish now. In fact, I would say that it's very durable, all things considered. It's still kicking along, albeit with upgraded armor, but I still take that into consideration. This thing's just got mad aura. It really does shine as a hideous, wretched beast with a lot of good redeeming qualities deep down. And, maybe I kind of see that in myself too. Anyway, as appalling and vapid as the Vapid minivan is, I can't help but adore this thing. Is it a Karen Dilettante? No, nothing is as perfect as a Dilettante. But, it's certainly not a Dundreary Regina. I am having a blast with this thing, and it really is incredible to see just how much fun you can have with a minivan. But if there's one thing I've learned about life, it is that disappointment is inevitable. You can't have the highs without the lows, and unfortunately, I could just sense that the Vapid minivan was on its way to a dismal fate. Something about its questionable condition and continued abuse just kind of gave me the idea. And in a rather anticlimactic way, it just completely kicked the bucket on this hill. Man, it just died and slid. I knew at this point that it had suffered enough and it needed to be put down. So I did it the one way I know how, rapidly firing at its engine bay and watching it completely combust. Yeah, it sucks, but it's the ethical thing to do. Thanks for watching, guys.